Okay, the Black Slim Shady by the game. Let's begin. Bam. Honestly, I wanted to make this video like a day ago and talk about it, but I needed to wait. Like, I really needed to like research this thing, because when I first saw it, like the game is dissing Eminem in a full-on diss track that is called the Black Slim Shady. It seemed fake. It seemed like, you remember when Nick Cannon like started dissing Eminem for some reason, and a lot of stans started putting out diss track against Nick Cannon just like to fuel the fire, but Eminem didn't respond. I thought that was like that. I felt like some game stan made up a diss and aimed it towards Eminem, and I thought it was fake, because when I first heard the record I was like, okay, this clearly does not sound like the game, because I just listened to the LA Leaker freestyle and that shit was gangster. That shit was gangster. You motherfuckers had me fucked up. You must think I'm a... Like that opening line in the fucking Simba Mufasa like bar, everything about that freestyle was gangster. And it made me like, yeah man, I remember the game was the shit. The game had bars, man. And to be honest, the whole thing with the whole like... So let's begin from the beginning. For those of you who don't know what is going on, for those of you who don't like keep up with the whole hip hop drama bullshit, this is what happened. The game comes up to an interview and yada yada yada. He begins to talk, he's drinking, he gets fucked up a little bit, and he says something like, I used to think Eminem was better than me. The host is like, what are you saying? Like, he's not. He's not. No! A lot of people hated him for that. I didn't. Because, like Screwface John says, you gotta believe that you're number one. In the rap games, especially, no matter what, you gotta believe I'm better than everybody else. And to admit that, especially in rap, is not something that is good. Like, especially, like, think of Logic. Logic gave flowers to everyone. Gave love to everyone. Told everyone, I like you. And everybody dogged the shit out of that motherfucker. For no reason. Because honestly, listen, a lot of criticism to the Logic. You know what? Let's not get into it, because that's a whole other thing. The game comes up and he starts like talking about, I'm better than you, he's not top 5, yada yada yada, which is, yeah, hey, it's your opinion, do you, whatever. Then comes up another time, and another time, and another time, and he's just like consistently bringing up this whole situation about I'm better than Eminem. Which again, I didn't mind, because do you? I mean, I don't believe it, especially because you're talking about someone who's been destroying the game for like 20 years, and you're talking about the game who is a good rapper, but has his own like thing going on with him. The reason I bring all this shit up, because I was hoping to give him a good excuse, but this is not it. This is not it. This was corny, son. And when I found out that this was real, this was from him, from the game himself, he put out this thing week after LA Leaker freestyle, I was disappointed. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Mr. Shady, don't be shady. What the fuck, man? I thought, like, I'm one of those people who wants the beef. I'm not one of those people like, hey man, it's all love here. No, 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 fight it out. Diss everybody. I'm a big M fan. Like, I'm a big Eminem fan. Like, I'm a huge Eminem fan. But at the same time, I want to see a competition. I don't want just Eminem to be Eminem and that's it. No, I want to see a battle. I want to see his pen tested. I want to see like a lot of competition, but lately he's not. I mean, you have MGK, his diss was okay, but he didn't come back, so he took an L and fucking left the rap game in a very humiliating way, like in a sad way. I'm not saying he's bad, like he's still doing his thing, you know? Like that song he did with, what was it? Smoking in the Car or some shit like that? That shit was gangster. Don't tell me anything other than that. But still, he got out of the rap game because he kinda fucked up with Eminem. Then you have Nick Cannon, which we're not even gonna acknowledge, because that shit was corny, son. Like, that shit was corny, son. Like 50 Cent says, we never said, ooh, bars. So, There's never been like a big competition to Eminem. And when I saw the game, I was like, finally, someone who can test him. Someone who can put up a good fight. Someone who can give us a good show. Especially Eminem has a good style. He has lyricism going on for him. But lately he has been like repeating himself in the matters that he speaks about, like the same subjects. It's always the same subjects. There's no new creativity when it comes to Eminem lately in his new projects. Don't get me wrong, was it Music to Be Murdered By? Side A and Side B were good, especially Side B is way better than Side A. But still, like it was still the same matters, you know, still about like my poverty when I was a kid. I didn't have money, now I have money. It's like, okay, we've heard this. There's nothing wrong. We heard this before. Can you give us something new? Can you give us like a different perspective or something, you know? Like I don't mind if you go on like a ignorant shit, like motherfucker, like you go ignorant, like not ignorant, ignorant, like a motherfucker. Like go off. We want that. But lately it's not that. So when I find out like there might be a potential beef with a real, like actually good rapper, I was like very excited. But then I heard this and I was like, oh my god, why the fuck did you do that? Why? Why the game? Why? Why? Man? Oh man, I feel like everyone felt sorry. They didn't feel like, damn! They felt like, ooh, that was bad. Yeah, that was bad. You did a good job! Oh my god, cut off all ties. We don't need to be a part of this motherfucker anymore. You bored him, man! You bored the shit out of him! Man, it feels sad. I don't know how to talk about this subject. I honestly don't know how to talk about this. Because, let's be honest, in the rap game lately, it's not been good. You know, I don't think I've heard anything good in like 2 years. Something that shook the world, you know? Like the only rappers I think right now that need to pay attention to is West Side Boogie, Simba. Simba's good. You have Winnie. I don't know if you know Winnie, but she's good. She's good. She has a flow. She has a style. She has her own thing. I like her. She's coming up. But other than those like 3 or 5, most of them are repeats of themselves. You know what I mean? Like, there are copies. There's nothing unique and new and something interesting. It's always just like, okay, I've heard this before. I've seen this before. So it's a very disappointing thing. So when you find out, like, there's a potential between a clash between, like, 2 giants in rap history, and it comes out to Mr. Shady, don't be shady. Man, that was just disappointing. I wanted to react like to the song and everything and do this whole fucking reaction videos and YouTube and everything, but honestly I heard it like 3 times and it gets worse every time. Like there is bars in it, but it just, like it gives me a cringe, physical like cringe to the bottom of my soul. Like, god damn, son, why? Who hurt you? And why are you riding his dick this hard? Like, leave it. If you think you're better, prove it. The LA leaker could have been the best way to prove what you said. You could have said, yeah, I'm better than him, LA leakers, then drop another album, then talk shit, then be this. Man, disappointing. That's honestly all I have to say about the subject. I honestly don't have anything to say other than just, why? Why, man? Why? I'm still hung up on the LA leakers because it's like 2 different levels of writing by the same person. I'm still to this day in denial. Like, I hope this was bullshit. I hope like someone created this diss track by using like AI voice synthesizer bullshit, whatever, just to create like diss track into Eminem by the game. But so far it's like been 2 days now and no retractions, no nothing. Everyone is like, yeah, he put it out. He actually put it out. So yeah. Anyhow, that's it. That's all I have to say about the subject. But yeah, doses, exit that way.